Oh my gosh, you thought Soulja Boy was just beefing with Marlon Wayans? Please, this man is fighting his own closet full of skeletons and honey. He is losing. What started as a little radio comment has now exposed years of Soulja's most hidden secrets. And trust me, they are messier than we ever imagined.
What were your thoughts when 50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff?
First of all, you know, the pot calling the kettle black is all.
Let's skip all the basics because I know y'all already know. Soulja performed at some crypto event during Trump's inauguration weekend, and Marlon just casually dismissed him in a radio interview like he was nothing.
Soulja Boy, he been canceled. Nobody cares Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy better go to get that check. Yeah, I don't think he had hits and
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
But what you might not know, and this is the juicy part, is why Soulja's reaction was so explosive. See, when someone's hiding as much as Big Draco, any little dig feels like potential exposure. That's why he immediately jumped on X with this comeback. I can't believe I'm arguing with that dress up like a white chick. What is wrong with me? Marlon, being the comedy veteran he is, clapped right back by attacking Soulja's carefully constructed image. And oh my god, did that image unravel fast? The industry has been whispering for years about Soulja's contradictions. First, there was that shocking interview William DeBatis did on Tasha K's podcast. The man came through with receipts about his alleged encounter with Soulja that had everyone's jaws on the floor.
I loved it. I had some Louis, it was Louis, it was everything, and it was perfect. And he was like, take this, you white, right? Like he kept, like he's very like into like the race play stuff. But here's the thing, I don't know if this was really him or it was like drunk him.
William gave specific details about Soulja's condo layout, named bottles in his liquor cabinet, and even described tattoos that are not visible in public photos. That's the kind of specific tea you can't just make up, honey. And this wasn't an isolated incident either. Vivica Fox, yes, that Vivica Fox, dropped similar hints years ago when discussing that XXL cover with Soulja Boy and 50 Cent. When asked about 50 blaming ratings on gay stuff, she hit him with a look that said everything.
What were your thoughts when 50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff?
First of all, you know, the pot calling the kettle black is all.
That's basically code for I know what these men are really doing. And Vivica ain't new to this game. After all, she's been around long enough to see behind all of the industry curtains. Now connect these dots to Soulja's extreme reaction to Marlon's comments, going from 0 to transphobic in 60 seconds. Classic projection, attacking others for what you're insecure about yourself. But this beef hit a whole different level when Marlon dropped that country diss track. Girl, when this banger hit the internet, it should have been game over.
Soulja Boy is on cognac and meth. I can smell it on his breath. Yes, he's on that crest. It's cognac and meth.
The internet lost it. This track was getting shared in every group chat, playing in club DJ sets, and even got played on some radio stations. So overnight, Marlon went from being an actor clapping back to a viral sensation with bars that cut deeper than any comedy routine possibly could. And just when everybody thought it couldn't get any wilder, TMZ caught Marlon outside leaving some restaurant in LA. You'd think he might try to downplay the beef, but no, he doubled down on camera with the whole world watching. Marlon went full savage mode.
You can't do two songs, and I only remember one of them. Watch me, you. It's beef with me. Get out of here.
And then he hit him with the kill shot. Check this out.
I'll put you in one of the movies. I need a crackhead for the new scary. I need a crack and a meth head all mixed together. You're perfect. I need someone that looks like a wet Muppet. That's what I need. I need crack and meth together. I need creth together. I want someone to look like they'll sell your car, rob you, and suck all at the same time. Soulja Boy.
But Soulja's biggest mistake was then taking this beef to a whole another level by coming at Marlon's transgender son Kai. That runs in the family, huh? At Marlon Wayans, no wonder you like dressing up, it's in your blood. Now this crossed the line. See, in Hollywood and music circles, everybody knows everybody's business. They just don't talk about it publicly until you give them a reason. So when Soulja went after Kai, he basically gave Marlon permission to go off harder than ever. And that's exactly when the skeleton started dancing out of Soulja's closet. One of the biggest contradictions in Soulja's image is his tough guy persona versus what allegedly happens when he's actually challenged. Let's talk about that wild night at his crib that ended with gunfire and serious legal drama. So check this. This might be the craziest part of Soulja's history that most people don't know the full story about. One night at his mansion, what was supposed to be an album celebration turned into something straight out of a crime show. Soulja claims masked intruders broke in and he had to go all action hero.
My partner say, man, who the f in this crib? Hey, Rat, pass me the f. Bam, I look through the door. I see like 3, 4 running through the crib. All black, mask on, running through the crib. One run to the front door. I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, 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 bow. Shot the bow, shot his ass. Bow, 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 bow. All the niggas run out the door, they run out the door. This nigga on the floor.
But the full story is way messier. The shooting incident involved a man named Droop, and the two versions of what happened that night couldn't be more different. According to Soulja, masked intruders broke into his home and he had no choice but to defend himself. But according to Droop, he and his crew were actually part of Soulja's label and not just some random intruders. The confrontation apparently started because they heard one of their tracks playing at Soulja's album release party with Soulja's verse added to it without any permission or any payment. And what Droop revealed in recent interviews makes this even more disturbing. According to him, Soulja had promised them production credits, feature opportunities, and a percentage of streaming revenue when they initially signed. But after months of creating content and choreography for his shows, they'd received exactly 0 recognition.
How much do you feel the Soulja Boy owes?
Everything he got, he owed me.
Realistically,
Everything. From the dances that he used to wear, to the dance moves, to the clothes with the paint on it.
all of that was us.
That was us all day.
Droop claims when he confronted Soulja about stealing their track, things got heated and he actually slapped Soulja twice.
It was just like that. I said, what you gonna do with that? So I slapped him again.
Okay. And then after you slapped him again, he let off?
That's when he let off. That's when I got hit right here, from the front of my thigh. That was the first shot.
That's when he let off. That when I got hit right here, the front of my thigh. That the first shot. That's when Soulja allegedly pulled the trigger. Now, instead of bleeding out at the scene, Droop managed to get to a car and was rushed to the hospital where he woke up in handcuffs. That's right. It turns out that Soulja had already told police his version, resulting in Droop being charged with attempted robbery and facing 25 years in jail, and the inconsistencies in Soulja's initial police statement are wild. He first claimed 5 masked men broke in, then changed it to 3, and the description of the alleged weapons kept changing with each interview. But Droop hired powerhouse attorney Brian Steele, Young Thug's lawyer, who quickly exposed the lack of evidence. The prosecution's case fell apart, and Droop ended up serving just 1 year total, including the 9 months he'd already spent locked up. And what's crazy is that Soulja's former right-hand man AAB actually backed up his story, even though they had fallen out long before. His voice was reportedly shaking when describing the masked intruders, suggesting something traumatic definitely happened that night. But the streets still have questions about who's really telling the truth here. This pattern of exploitation extends beyond just Droop's situation, though. Multiple artists who've worked with Soulja say the same thing. Soulja lures them in with promises of exposure, production, and payment that never end up happening. Meanwhile, their work gets used and credited to Soulja, and even his business practices look like they're following the same pattern. Remember when he claimed to be the first rapper to launch a gaming console? Turns out it was just a rebranded Chinese emulator with inflated pricing, or when he claimed to own a massive mansion that turned out to be an Airbnb rental. And now with the whole Trump inauguration crypto event where he basically said that he only answers to the highest bidder.
Hey, nigga, they paid me a bag. Obama ain't never put no money in my pocket. Kamal ain't never put no money in my pocket.
Trump put money in my pocket.
All these contradictions help explain why Marlon's roasts hit so hard. He was highlighting the flash-in-the-pan nature of someone who spent more time claiming to be the first to do things than actually building a sustainable career. And this is exactly why Soulja rushed to delete all his tweets as soon as it became obvious that he was losing. I apologize for crashing out. I just be trying to defend myself, but sometimes I take it too far. Back to the music and TV shows. Love y'all. Too late. The damage was done. What makes this beef hit different is it shows how the entertainment industry really operates. There's an unspoken code everyone follows. Certain things stay off limits until somebody crosses that invisible line. Then it's open season. When Soulja came at Marlon's son Kai with that transphobic nonsense, he stepped over a line. See, Marlon's been nothing but a real one about his journey with Kai. Back in June, he posted pride photos with a caption that had people calling him Father of the Year. As a father of a child in the LGBTQ+ community, I show my support. Zeros cost what people think. If I lost you, good. That's why the LGBTQ+ community went hard for Marlon when this all popped off. Protect Kai was trending within hours. And watch how fast those brand deals Soulja was counting on started disappearing. Money talks. And it was saying, "We good on you, Soulja." Marlon didn't play no games with his response either. Straight-bodied him with, "If our Soulja Boy had a career, he could get canceled for this type of slander. Luckily, he ain't been relevant since 2007. Then he twisted the knife with, "That post about my child had top surgery and still has more chest than you," with that flex emoji too. 2 million likes in hours. That's how you know Marlon connected with the people for real. The wildest part is seeing who really got pull in the industry. Marlon built a whole empire from In Living Color to White Chicks to his stand-up today. Meanwhile, Soulja still trying to make Crank That stretch like it's 2007 while pushing them FUGAZI business ventures. Look at who sided with who. All them A-listers riding with Marlon while Soulja's corner looking empty as hell. Even folks who did tracks with him suddenly got amnesia, and that silence spoke volumes about where he really stands. Now we watching the fallout in real time. 3 big sponsors already pulled their checks, and his streaming numbers taking a nosedive. Meanwhile, Marlon's getting inducted into the NAACP Image Awards Hall of Fame, reportedly fielding offers from major studios for LGBTQ+ focused projects, and his social media engagement is through the roof. Soulja might have pioneered internet rap marketing back in the day, sure, but he just got cooked by someone who understands how to move in these new media streets. Marlon escalated strategically. Text, then pictures, then that country song. A whole masterclass in how to win a beef in 2025. The lesson, when your whole life built on cap, don't come for a comedy legend's kid, especially when that legend got access to all the industry tea that's been brewing about you for years and now for the scoreboard. Marlon. Turning this whole situation into W after W. NAACP Hall of Fame induction and new studio deals for LGBTQ+ projects. Soulja. His closet, empty as hell now, all them skeletons out here doing the electric slide in broad daylight. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think really won this beef? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe because something tells us this story ain't finished yet. Industry insiders tell us there are even more skeletons in Soulja's closet that haven't been exposed yet. Shout out to everybody who made it through this wild ride. Y'all the real MVPs.